Cześć, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku Let's Play The Black Mirror. Witam już w rozdziale numer 3 i mamy tutaj naszego oczywiście Samuela, który przyjechał do posiadłości jakby drugiej Gordonów. Tutaj mieszka po prostu jego krewna. Także tutaj będziemy szukać tego drugiego klucza. Drugiego sakralnego klucza. No i z naszych rzeczy zostało nam tylko tyle. Nie wiem, ile tam mieliśmy wcześniej w sumie. Nie pamiętam już zbyt dokładnie, ale tyle nam zostało. No i w sumie więcej nie będzie potrzebne. Wszystko, co będzie potrzebne, zdobędziemy tutaj na miejscu. Także sceneria nam się trochę zmieniła. Jest tak miło jesiennie, ciepłe słoneczko pada na twarz. No. I powinniśmy wejść do środka. Tylko zastanawiam się...
The upper spikes look as sharp as the lower ones. There's no going this way.
Tak, nie przeskoczysz przez mur. A szkoda. Byłoby ciekawiej.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Cóż.
No one heard me.
Chyba cię tu nie chcą.
The grate is locked. Locked.
Tak, będę cię męczyć. Dobra, to zadzwońmy w takim razie. W sumie tak by wypadało, nie?
I'll wait for a while.
Tak, to sobie poczekamy. Napijmy się herbatki.
Maybe the ringing was too short for anyone to hear me.
To zadzwoń jeszcze raz, proszę. Ja.
Maybe the doorbell doesn't work. I can't hear it from here.
No, tak jakby coś im się popsiło.
The doorbell must be broken, otherwise someone would surely have heard it.
Coś jeszcze powiesz?
Nothing.
Nothing. Dobra, można się tak bawić w sumie w nieskończoność. Powinniśmy się tu rozejrzeć. O, uszkodzona rzeźba.
The left leg of the statue is broken off. There's a nail stuck in the column. It barely holds in there.
No to zabierz.
It barely holds...
No, dobra, prawy nie działa. Wow. To ciekawe. Może powinnam naszym nieśmiertelnym nożykiem. Nie bardzo. No nic tu innego nie mamy. Możemy sakralnym kluczem, ale... Tak, to na pewno zadziała.
There are some coins in it.
O, monetę. Mamy po raz drugi. To może monetą. No to jak chcesz...
It barely holds in there.
No ledwo się trzyma, ale nie masz nic, czym mogłabym to wyciągnąć. Opuść walizką posiadłość. Ciekawe, czy się da.
First, I must find what I came here for. I'm not leaving before I find what I came here for.
Dobra. No to co ja ci zrobię z tym gwoździem? Może powinnam coś jeszcze przeszukać. O, że dzwonek prawy.
It seems that the wires inside barely connect. It seems that the...
No. To może zabierzesz ten gwóźdź? O, wreszcie. Jesus. Ta gra jest dziwna, naprawdę.
It wasn't at all hard to pull out.
Trzeba było prawym przyciskiem nacisnąć na dzwonek, bo inaczej gwoździa by nie wyciągnął. Nie lubię, jak tak... Aż tak trzeba kombinować jakoś na wyrost troszeczkę. No, ale dobra. Może
I'll
wejdziemy
try
do
to
środka.
stick the nail under the doorbell so that it connects the wires. That seems to have helped. Someone's coming.
Jej. No, sypciej.
What do you want, sir? Madam Eleanor is not expecting anyone today.
I am Samuel Gordon from Black Mirror. I am here to visit Eleanor. Take me to her, please.
I'm sorry, sir, that's quite impossible.
What do you mean?
Pardon me, you said you were a Gordon?
Yes, Samuel Gordon, the son of Randall Gordon.
I'd like to trust you, but I can't. There have been some problems recently, and I've got to be very careful about who I let in. Maybe if you could prove your identity somehow, sir.
I must say I expected a warmer reception.
I'm sorry, sir, I must insist.
Tak, i oczywiście Samuel jako normalny człowiek,
I can't wait the whole day.
tak, nie
I've got a
nosi...
lot of work to do in the garden.
Gad, to jest czasówka? Okej, jak sobie chcecie. Zadzwonimy jeszcze raz. W każdym razie chciałam powiedzieć, że Samuel jako normalny człowiek nie nosi ze sobą dowodu tożsamości, bo po co? Zatem najlepiej właśnie udowodnić naszą tożsamość poprzez kartę kondolencyjną Williama, którą nosimy ze sobą. Dowodu nie nosimy, ale kartę jak najbardziej. To jest dziwne, serio. Dobra, jeszcze raz. Dzwoń. Nie wiedziałam, że to jest czasówka.
Let me in this time. I haven't traveled the entire day, only to be left standing in front of the gate.
O, Jana. Jak to długo trwa. Przydałoby się tu taki przycisk przyspieszający. Jak w najdłuższej podróży.
Is that you again, sir? Can you prove you're a Gordon?
Tak, mogę. Proszę.
I hope you will find this to be sufficient proof of my identity. It's William Gordon's mourning card. He is one of the reasons why I have come.
Of course, sir. I apologize for the disbelief. Some hoodlums tried to rob us a short while back, hence the extra caution, you see.
I understand. May we go in now?
Follow me. I'll see you inside.
No, nareszcie.
Pardon me, madam.
Yes, Louis. I see we have a visitor.
This is Samuel Gordon. He has come from Castle Black Mirror.
Oh, yes. I know who he is, Louis. That's all right. Is your memory failing you? I hope you welcomed our guest warmly, Louis.
I didn't know who he was, madam, and therefore I didn't want to let him in.
Welcome to Wales, Samuel. Hopefully Louis didn't annoy you too much.
No, madam. He explained the reasons for his cautious behavior.
We need to be extra careful these days. We were almost robbed last week. But that is probably of little interest to you. So why are you delighting me with your visit?
Can we speak in private?
I understand. Louis, can you return to your duties now?
Certainly, madam.
Thank you. I am so glad you have come, Samuel. I have not seen anyone from the family in years, and time passes so slowly here. Tell me, how long are you planning to stay with us?
Several days, I expect, but I don't know yet.
Only a few days? That's a pity. Victoria wrote about what had happened to William. I liked him very much. He was a great man. I regret not attending the funeral, but I am weak, and a long journey might affect my health further. I explained everything to Victoria in a letter. I hope she is not angry with me. Do you know whether she received my letter? I have not received a reply, and I do not know what to think about it.
But I have her reply here. I promised to deliver it.
Really? You are very kind. I am not keen on waiting in uncertainty. I will read it this evening. But surely you have not come just to deliver a letter.
Tak, i pełno tematów do rozmów. Także ogólnie powiem tylko, że wnętrze tego miejsca jest może... Znaczy ogólnie to miejsce jest znacznie mniejsze niż posiadłość Black Mirror, ale mimo wszystko ma swój fajny klimacik i też bardzo przyjemnie się tutaj chodzi i ogląda te wszystkie miejsca. Ta miejscówka jest ogólnie bardzo ładna. W ogóle zresztą lubię zamki, więc takie coś to dla mnie naprawdę fajna sprawa. No dobra, to zaczniemy od Williama.
Tell me, madam, when did you last see William?
That was a very long time ago. Yes, I do remember. He came to visit me 2 years ago, along with Robert. It was nice to see them again after such a long time.
How long did they stay?
Less than a month, I think. Why are you asking about it anyway?
I'm picking up certain pieces of a puzzle.
I see.
Do you remember any significant occurrence from that visit? Did William behave normally?
I do not remember him behaving in a... or maybe... As I recall, he was enormously interested in our family tune. That surprised me. He seemed quite obsessed with it. In fact, he kept asking me about it all the time and finally convinced me to take him inside. I did not want anyone to disturb my ancestors' rest, but I eventually gave in. I don't know what he'd been after, though he did not want to answer any of my questions, even though I asked him directly. That day, he really did behave strangely.
William was inside the tomb. However, he found nothing, just as he recorded in his diary.
No tak. Czyli potwierdza się to, co pisał w swoim dzienniku, że był tutaj i nic nie wskórał, więc my musimy podążyć jego śladami i sprawić, by jednak zdobyć ten klucz i coś z tego wszystkiego wynieść. No, zapytajmy.
I found William's personal diary, Eleanor. I read all the important records several times. He mentions the tomb you spoke about. Are you sure he did not tell you anything about it? Can you remember anything more from his visit?
Much time has passed since then, Samuel, but my memory still serves me well. He did not give me any idea why he'd been interested in that place so much. Nothing at all.
I understand. You most probably are aware of the curse that has harassed our family for so long. What do you think about it?
The curse of the Gordons? You would not believe such a tale, would you? Being a young man of the modern age, Samuel.
The chronicles state that Durham Gordon found his final rest somewhere at this manor. Perhaps this refers to your family tomb.
I do not think so. The tomb is old, but not older than 200 years. As far as I know, the tales about Durham reach much farther into the past. The only thing I know of him is the memorial with his name. Even if the chronicles did not lie, his grave would have certainly fallen apart a long time ago.
William knew that Durham's key must be somewhere at the manor. I've got to get into that tomb somehow.
Tak. Tomb Raider. Się z ciebie robi, naprawdę. Stary obraz. Co? Symbol of the five. Okej, tego już nie przetłumaczyli.
Madam, do you know this man?
He reminds me of someone, but I may be mistaken. Am I supposed to know him?
Oh, I believe so. It's William's protege.
James! I didn't recognize him in this older picture. I only knew him as a little boy. Oh, where could he be now?
He is in Robert's care, in the sanatorium in Ashbury.
Is he still... Poor lad. James was quite normal when he was young, but as he matured, that strange illness of his got worse. And he started to regress rapidly. That is why in the end William put him in Robert's hands. Poor boy. I'm glad you told me. At least I can pray for him.
Nie jestem pewna, czy wcześniej padło jego imię. Wydaje mi się, że nie. W każdym razie, tak, ma na imię James i jest w Ashbury.
I remember the last time I was here as well. However, I'm a little surprised that you remembered me.
Of course I remember you. I have not lived here all my life. You know, I also spent some years at the Black Mirror Castle. My memory is the only thing that still serves me well. You were very young then. I can certainly understand that you would not remember the boring visits of relatives from afar.
No tak. Przepraszam. Coś mi wpadło do gardła. Akurat w niefortunnym momencie. Zapytajmy najpierw o nocleg może.
May I know which room you plan to make available for me this evening?
Louis will get the east room ready for you. It is cozy and warm. You are my guest.
Thank you.
No to super. Niestety nie będziemy mieli okazji zobaczyć tego pokoju, ponieważ... Znaczy, no nie wiem w sumie dlaczego, ale no, to pewnie dlatego, że nie mamy tam nic do roboty i jest on zbędny, także nie będziemy go niestety widzieć, a szkoda.
I would also like a word with Richard. Can you tell me where I can find him?
Richard? My husband? I do not know. We barely see one another. I will tell you why before you ask. It's that damned chemistry lab of his and all those nonsensical experiments. You see, when he was young, he was an avowed scientist but never made his breakthrough. Years ago, he stopped his experiments for a long time, and I thought it was for good. But lately, the old fool has returned to those silly experiments and would rather spend his time with a microscope and formulae rather than with me.
So you don't know where I can find him?
I am angry with him right now. I'm not interested in the least what he is doing or where he is. I forbade him to carry out any experiments in the mansion, because I am afraid something might happen. If you want to talk to him, go to the old house in the garden. Most of the time he closets himself in there with his chemicals. Surely you will be able to find him.
Okej. To ciekawe. Dobra, zapytajmy o ten
Do you
dzwonek.
know that after having travelled a whole day, I almost did not make it past your main gate?
Yes, I do. Louis did not want to let you in. You must forgive him. He's only doing what he has been told.
Oh, it wasn't just Louis. The doorbell doesn't work.
Oh well, this whole place is falling apart. Many things do not work anymore. The mansion is slowly deteriorating. Richard does not care about these things, and I cannot manage it all alone. I'm glad I at least have Louis to help me. Without him, the garden would have become desolate a long time ago. Would you please tell Louis to fix that silly doorbell?
Certainly.
No. Zajmiemy się dzwonkiem.
Eleanor, have you ever seen anything like this?
No. What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I hoped you would tell me.
I'm sorry.
According to William's diary, an object similar to this one should be somewhere here at the manor.
I really have not seen anything like it before.
Will you allow me to examine the grounds of the mansion?
Gladly. Consider yourself at home. Just tell Louis that you are my guest.
Okej. Zdjęcie symbolu. O.
Look at these pictures. Do the images make any sense to you?
No, I'm afraid they don't. So what do the symbols mean?
I'm not sure myself, but I hope to find out. I think I'll go now.
No, to koniec rozmów w końcu. Trochę to trwało. Teraz możemy się trochę rozejrzeć, no i jeszcze pogadać z Louisem, bo mamy mu przekazać pewne rzeczy.
A common mirror. Nothing special.
Kominek. Ładny kominek.
The wood is crackling within the flames. The whole room is comfortably warm.
O, harp.
The coat of arms of the Wales branch. Our family line is much older. Matthias Gordon, Eleanor's father. He was a famous piano virtuoso in his time.
To już wiemy, dlaczego ona tak ładnie gra. Chorągwie.
I am not familiar with these coats of arms. They are not ours. Perhaps they belong to relatives of Eleanor's.
Tutaj schody chyba prowadzą do pokoju naszego. Mi się wydaje. Co? Krzesło. Okej, tylko jedno można obejrzeć.
I won't rest before the evening. A staircase leads to the rooms in the upper floor. I'll go to my room in the evening.
Może na razie jeszcze nie. No to wychodzimy. No, tak wygląda posiadłość z zewnątrz. Mniej okazale niż Black Mirror, ale też bardzo ładnie. Tylko wygląda trochę już na
I
taką
can't see
faktycznie.
inside. The glass is very dirty. Perhaps no one lives in this part of the house.
Taką podniszczoną już posiadłość wygląda. Fontanna. Kolejna sadzawka. Niebezpieczna. To jest niebezpieczne. Louis, trzymaj się na baczności. Wiemy, co się stało z Henrym.
The water is quite clean, no algae or mud. It reminds me of our ill-fated pond. The water is quite clean, no algae or mud.
To miła.
It reminds me of our...
Ciekawe, czemu się ciągle świeci do oglądania kwiaty.
I don't know what species it is, but it smells lovely. There are many of them around. They probably thrive on the damp air.
Dobra, idziemy dalej. To jest ładne drzewo. Czerwone drzewo. Śliczne.
I've never seen leaves of such vibrancy before. It's probably a very special species.
No. To jest do dworku, to jest do starego ogrodu, do głównej bramy, a tu mamy Louis. Louis. Napraw dzwonek.
May we talk?
What do you want?
Czego chcesz? Nieładnie się tak do mnie zwracać, tak brzydko.
Do you know that the bell on the main gate is not working?
Yes, I know, but I only have one pair of hands. When I've finished with other things, I will attend to it.
Well, you really should go fix it right away. It is Eleanor's wish.
Okay, I will get this done and then I'll fix it.
I think I'll go now.
Okej. Dobra, nie wiem, czy tam powinniśmy iść, czy od razu tu. Chyba on nie pojawi się tam tak nagle, więc...
Sir.
Tu. What?
That path leads to the old garden. Visitors are not permitted back there.
Madam has given me permission as her guest to go wherever I please.
Oh. In that case, it's all right, sir.
No. Zacznie ten Louis upierdliwy. No ale cóż, tak to już jest. Klanny.
The hose is fixed to the faucet with a strong wire. I'll get it off.
Tak, zabieramy tu parę rzeczy. Pokradniemy jakieś dziwne. I stworzymy z tego pewnie coś na kształt jakiegoś przydatnego przedmiotu.
Just turning the faucet should be enough to make the water run now. I don't need to wash anything yet.
No, na razie jest nam to niepotrzebne. Mam ławeczkę.
I haven't got time to sit here. Pity though, this place is beautiful. There's no way to see inside from here. There's no way to see inside from here.
Kanał. Nic nie było.
An old water ditch. It could be quite deep. Now it's overgrown with bushes and tall grass.
No. Faktycznie, ale wygląda to całkiem ładnie. Jakieś patyki leżą. Dobra, chodź tu, mój drogi, jeszcze. Suszona fontanna, ta osuszona fontanna, okej.
I'd say it has survived from the times of the old manor. Just like the old grape that's bearing it.
Te tłumaczenia są boskie.
When was the last time water was running it?
Nic tu nie ma. Do opuszczonego budynku w takim razie. Taką ładną bramę.
According to what Eleanor said, Richard should be somewhere inside this old house. It seems to be deserted.
Tak. Inskrypcja.
D and J.B. Fraser. These names don't ring a bell.
No, ja też nie. Nie jesteś sam. Co? Cieknący dach.
This hole must let quite a bit of water in when it rains. If Richard stays in this house, it's certainly not in the room with the hole in the roof.
Okno zabite dechami.
These boards seem newer than the other ones on the house. Someone must have mended the hole recently.
No, zapewne Richard.
The staircase doesn't look very stable.
Nie chcę, by go podglądano.
The lower steps are broken. I can't go up. There's no going inside this way.
Oj tam, powspinałbyś się i dałbyś radę. Już nie bądź ciapa.
Someone dropped it here. Nothing that I would be interested in.
Dobra. Tu możemy iść do kaplicy, ale chyba tam nie ma nic ciekawego. Też możemy później sprawdzić.
Locked.
Ja.
It seems that the key is in the lock on the other side.
Mhm. Tak, przydałoby się coś mieć. O, kartę. Tak, to jest motyw, nie wiem, wydaje mi się, że dość prosty do wykombinowania i dość znany. Tylko nie wiem, czym to wypchnąć. No, nożem? Nie. Drutem? Okej. I mamy klucz. Co ja robię?
Won't leave a single...
Chciałam użyć klucza. Klucz. Cyk. i wchodzimy.